Good day, everyone. Welcome to BA Gaming. I'm Lance. This is Mike.
And today we're playing a Battlegroup game based on the skirmish campaign book France 40 Withdrawal to Dunkirk. Right, and we've got British,
Third Royal Tank.
right, and Recon elements against lead elements of 1st Panzer Division. A pretty interesting scenario, lots of special scenario rules. So Battlegroup gives us a good way of a good set of mechanics to actually play the game. But I suspect that the actual battle ratings and stuff probably won't come into play as much in today's game.
Yep, let's get into it.
Panzer. Right, and so in terms of my deployment, I've got some restricted deployment. So basically all of my guys need to be at least 20 odd inches away from each other, which we've done roughly. Right, and so I've got basically an MG team over here, using my special pointer, rifle team here. I have a Pack 36 with a loader team in the woods over here. Right, then I have HQ, which Lance is pointing out over there. Right, and then a rifle team and an MG team back there. Yeah, and so basically I'm spread out. I'm not actually expecting there to be any British towards Calais. Lance, over to you.
Yes, so the British have landed, as Mark said, and they've received some confusing orders. So the first thing they've done is, so they don't know which kind of way to attack. So they've sent some recon up the road, and they weren't expecting to run into the 1st Panzer either. So I've got my force consists of 5 Delamere Dingoes and 1 A9 cruiser tank. And my mission is to either get 3 vehicles off the center of the table, or I need to identify 3 German teams and get 4 vehicles either off this end of the table or that end of the table. So I've got 2 types of victory conditions. The way we're going to do the spotting is if I'm able to spot and get a hit on the infantry team, that counts as reconned.
Yeah. I suspect that there'll be so many smoking dingoes that it won't matter. So anyway,
Yep.
So we're playing squad level game. So 1d6 for orders plus Lance and I both have 1 officer each. So Lance, over to you.
Okay, so to start with, we'll see how many of my units come on. So I'll roll a d6. 6. So
of course.
all my units can come on except for the A9 cruiser tank.
Yes.
He has he
delay.
might come on turn 2. He might come on turn 3. We'll see. So let's see how many orders I get. So d6.
So you get 2.
I get 2.
Now remember, as we've been pointed out to us in a previous game,
I can deploy them.
They can deploy them, just can only activate 2 of them.
Yep. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to bring 3 dingoes on the side. So
Now, you know they're all backwards.
they're all
right?
backwards. Yes, I do. I did realise that. The one with the open hatch will be my commander.
Yep.
So hopefully he doesn't die straight away, and I'll bring the other 2 on this side of the table. The deadly dingoes have deployed, so I've got a 12 movement on road. So I think to start, I'm just going to kind of
24 straight down.
24 straight down. And that's my 2 orders.
Excellent.
So German first turn.
Okay, so there's not much I'm allowed to do. I have 3 or 4 orders. I'm going to put a few things on Overwatch just for fun.
Yes, that's a scary one.
Yep. I think in terms of the scenario, the Germans are really unprepared. So even though I've got 3 orders, I could theoretically put everything on React. I'm not going to because I think that's not in the spirit of the game. But I am going to put my Pack 36 on React.
Yeah, makes a bit of sense that a deployed anti-tank gun
It's probably on the lookout.
It's probably on the lookout. Whereas the German infantry are probably just milling about,
Cooking sausages.
cooking sausages and coffee, whatever. Okay, so we're up to turn 2. So
Oh,
I
yes.
need to check whether my A9 cruiser tank is available.
Yep.
So on a 1 or a 2, it can come in this turn.
Yep.
Otherwise, it will come on next turn. So let's have a roll. 5. It doesn't. The A9 cruiser tank doesn't show up.
Yeah, orders.
Now we'll see how many units I can order. I've rolled a 5 plus 1, so
Everyone.
everyone will be going. Excellent. We'll start with this guy in the back. He's just gonna zoom up behind these dudes, and then let's get the party started. This dingo is gonna zip out here and have a crack. He's gonna attempt to spot.
He's going to try and kill him. He's not going to try and suppress him.
Well, Mike, my two firepower isn't much in terms of suppression. Let's just say that.
Yep.
So, and my objective is to identify your teams.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to spot and kill.
Yep.
This infantry squad here.
Subsecured infantry, 4+.
Yep. But I get +1 because I'm a recon.
Yep, 3+.
3+. So I spot you.
Yep.
And I've got 2 shots.
And
with
what's
that
the range?
MG. It's 10 to 20.
Okay, 4+.
4s.
But you moved 5s.
Well, I rolled
Zip.
zip.
Yep, okay.
Okay, so I didn't do any damage there, but in terms of my scenario objectives, I've now observed that that team. I need to do 2 more separate teams. So let's get going. Now, my little dingoes aren't impervious. They're actually quite fragile. So I don't really want to get too close to you. This guy's just going to come up and he's going to attempt to pin you.
Okay.
So I need a 5 up with my 2 firepower at 10 to 20.
Yep.
Which I don't get.
Very good. Next one.
So those 3 have gone. These guys here, they're just going to go, they're 24 inches up the road. Put them on backwards, of course. Okay. That is the end of British 10. So
Okay.
we're over to Germans.
German turn. Now, there's been some shooting, so my guys are waking up. Okay, 6. Everybody's awake. Now, I have a random activation thing for each of my teams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point to one. These guys here are going to try and activate. I roll a 6-sided dice, and there's a table. A 1 is something horrible. Okay, so I've rolled a 1 for this team, which means I can't do anything this turn, and half effect next turn. Sucks to be me. Okay, the MG team over here in the woods. They got a 5. What does a 5 give me, Lance?
5 is they can fire at half effectiveness.
Okay, but I think what I'm going to do with those guys...
They can't really see
No, I'm going to...
anything at the moment.
I'm going to pull them back into the woods. Okay, next team along. Those guys over there. Can they see? They can. What's the range looking like? Open top dingoes are actually vulnerable to fire. It's at 25 inches. Right, 5. Oh, no, I don't. Open top, I can get out to 20. Okay, so I'm going to put them on react. So I'm going to roll for them to see what they can do. They're on a 5. They're half effect.
They're half effect as well.
So I'm going to put them on react with the 5 against them. And then I think I'm going to put reacts on these guys and on these guys. Okay.
Excellent.
So it's over to British turn 3.
Okay, British turn 3. We'll see how many orders I get. My A9 will
Comes on this
automatically come on this turn because I can't roll less than 1.
Yep.
So let's just see how many orders we can get going. So I got 6 again, which is everything.
Yep.
Because I have 6 vehicles. So let's do my put my cruiser tank on first. Let's commit heavily to this side. Cool. So the cruiser tank's coming on there. He can go 12 on the road. So
I think he actually moves about the same as the dingoes.
yeah, it's about the same. So let's make some room for him first. This dingo here is gonna go up the road. This dingo here, he's gonna attempt to suppress that squad twice.
Yep. 2 lots of 5s.
Oh, double sticks.
Geez.
So you need to do
I
2
get a
saves.
save.
Too far.
No.
Which you fail, so he pins.
It's a bit nasty, really.
Yeah, I'm just that sort of guy. This dingo here, he's going to come around the corner, and he'll I'll attempt to do a kill shot on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a 3 up to observe you because I've got Recon, and I don't observe you, so he doesn't do anything.
Excellent.
The A9, he's just going to rumble up the road. Okay, let's see what these guys do. So this first Dalamir, he's going to attempt 1 pin shot, and within 1 observation.
Okay.
So I'll attempt to pin you first.
Sure.
5. Wait, what's the range there, Mike?
Okay, it's over 20.
Over 20 is 6s, so I should have probably measured before I decided to do that, but I need a 6 to try and pin him here, which I fail. Then I'm going to do I'll try and observe you.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a 3 up for that, which I get. And then
Get 2 dice.
2 dice, 20 to 30, I need 5s. Got you once.
Okay.
So
one save. Ooh, failed.
So 1 guy dies, and then he'll need to do a morale check to see whether...
6. Yes.
Oh, he's got a call to valor.
Oh, he certainly
He
does.
does. Cool.
The range is over
So,
20.
1 dies, and you still need that 5 because
Yep.
you can only shoot at half effect.
And my beyond the call is going to be to pull back into the woods.
Yep. Cool. So you're not going to use your react? No. Okay. Take your dead dude.
Yes, good point.
Okay, so I have 1 last unit to go. It's this dingo here. He's just going to zoop up the road. And that's my turn.
Okay.
I have observed
before you
sorry,
do,
I've observed 2 units so far.
Okay, but before you do anything else, these guys are going to react by pulling back into the woods.
Yep. So I've observed 2 of my 3 units that I need. So now Mark's playing shenanigans and is going to try and hard as many as he can, I think.
Or I'm going to take him out.
Or, yeah, the other way Mark can stop me is if he kills 3 of my vehicles. I can't win. I need to get 4 off.
Okay, so it's my turn. In terms of units, I have 6 available. So that's good, everybody. Now, my truck, it's now turn 3, so my truck is now driving down the road. So let's do this first. See, it's going to go a large amount of distance down the road. Now, how far? I've got to get this on the table so everybody can see it. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Great, so truck's going to pull up here and dump a mortar team out. Right, so it's mortar team with loader. And they're going to dump out into the woods. Okie dokie. Next thing, these guys over here, right, are going to advance to the edge of the woods, right, and they're going to throw down suppressing fire, right, onto these guys. with the caveat that it's half effect.
Yep.
Right, so it's an MG team. So it's going to be, instead of being the 5, so make it on the 1 to 4. Right, and it's going to be close range.
It'll be close range.
So what's
within 10.
What's the open top suppression?
Where do I see this?
Over the open top vehicle.
6s.
Watch me do this.
Nope.
Oh. Okay, so that didn't quite come off exactly how I wanted. That's that. Okay, I'm going to need... How much is 50 inches? Have that, Lance.
50. Not quite.
Oh, it's short, bugger. Okay, I don't take that shot. Okay, so that's that. These guys are on a 5 as well. So these guys over here in the woods are going to do the same thing. They're going to advance up, right, and try and suppress that dingo. Same roll again. Got to get a 6. Nope. Okay, so I think that's the end of my turn. You haven't got any reacts, have you?
Nope.
I'm going to draw a chit. Now, what we're playing, because of the level of scenario, if you get a 5, it counts as a 1. Lance is looking away while I quickly go. I managed to get that. Very good.
And my A9 cruiser tank is unreliable, so any pulls of a 1, Mark can play the breakdown.
Oh, good point. So I've pulled a 1, which allows me to play that on Lance's cruiser tank. So
Yep.
Lance, roll a dice.
My cruiser has an unreliable, so this counts as a breakdown roll.
Yep.
You can roll the dice because
I can. Okay, here we go.
you're doing it to me.
6.
Oh dear, I think
Severe
that's a
breakdown.
bad thing.
The breakdown's very badly, perhaps catching on fire as well. The crew abandon it and counts as a loss. Have a
Oh, of course.
this is
British technology at its finest. Okay, got to draw a chit, and then I'll brew that tank up. So this is what I've drawn, and just showed it to Mike by mistake.
I didn't actually look, so it's all good.
So this is my starting BR. We've adjusted this slightly for the scenario, and so that takes me down to that. Cool. Well, not cool. Very sad, but such is life.
Now, in between all the
So-
fun and games in there, I unpinned that unit. That was why I had the chit in the first
That's
place.
why I had that shit.
Okay, so we're just having a little bit of rules debate here on the side. My 1 counter, it doesn't count against my force morale. We had a look at that. It says replaces the counter. So Lance has managed. I rolled a 6 against his tank. So if we look down the back here, right, it does remind me of a KV2. Refer to one of our previous games. This tank is now on fire, right?
Yep.
And so excellent. It's now up to
British
turn
3.
turn 4.
Turn 4.
Yep.
Turn 4. I'm going to roll to see my orders. I have
6.
7 orders all up. So I've already observed 2 out of the 3 teams I needed to. I'm going to attempt to observe the last one here because Mike got greedy and decided to come out and try and knock out my tank. So
That's hardly a tank.
it's my little tank. So I'm going to attempt to spot you
Go for it.
and kill you twice,
Yep.
just because I want to.
3's for spots.
3's for spots.
Oh, it's
So-
probably even less than that.
2's. Sorry.
Yeah, a 1 won't be. Oh, 2. Yeah, because I've been
Because
firing.
you fired at me.
Yep.
And I'm Recon.
Spot them twice. Kill them twice.
I'm going to kill. So it's going to be 2 lots. 2.
Yeah, it's within. So
I'm within 10, but not within 5. I don't
yep.
think.
No, not 7.
So
So it's 2 rolls of 3 plus.
So I
1.
hit you once. So
Okay. So save on a 5.
yes, you saved. Okay, the next lot. Once again.
Same again. Save on a 5. No, dead guy.
Dead
Now,
guy.
Morale.
Morale.
7, get a 6. Oh,
Oh,
again.
again. Does he do anything?
Oh, he
Yes,
certainly does.
Okay. So one dude does.
Yep.
But that team can now do a full activation and now they're fully active. There's no firepower limits on them.
Close assault your tank.
You could close assault my
Your
little tank.
Let's do it. Let's get out there with some grenades. Okay, so here we go. So move to the 5-inch mark and lob anti-tank grenades at you. This could be bad, right?
Yep. So you have to do a morale test first, don't you? Oh, okay.
No, it's just
it's like a shooting attack.
Yep. A 2 is not good. A 2 is remove 1 infantryman from the attacking squad. This will cause the unit to take a morale test.
Okay,
no
so
damage is caused. So push
one of your
back.
dudes blows up.
Yep. And here's my morale test is a 2. So they are pinned. That was worth a shot.
Take that. So I've achieved my goal now of spotting enough of your dudes. Well, I'm not the sort of guy to just leave my guards to die. So I want to try and save this dingo because if I don't, he's stuck there now because he's fired twice. If I don't, this squad's going to come over and probably murder him. The mortar's probably going to land on him and murder him, which I don't quite want. So I'm going to attempt to pin the squad twice.
Okay.
With this dingo.
Yep.
So
it was
10 to 20. So I think
it's 5s.
5s.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it. Oh, he misses. Okay. Let's do it with the next dingo over as well. He's gonna attempt to pin you twice. Oh, I got 2.
Okay.
Twice on you.
Okay, 2 5-up saves. Nope,
no,
negative.
So he gets pinned.
Yep.
And I think this...
Yeah, that's gone now.
They're gone. That's gone as well. Okay, so awesome.
Just while we're here, I'm just going to interrupt and do a react move. Move these guys up to the edge of the forest.
Could probably move him further if you wanted to.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, I know what he's going to do. He's going to get that mortar going.
He's getting his binoculars out. Yeah. He's going like, what can I see down there?
So, I think this guy down here, he's just going to shoot to kill once, and then he's going to start reversing away. So, you've been firing, so I'll spot you on 2s.
Yep.
Spot you.
And the hit number's 1 more because you're moving.
Yes.
So I think
I'll just check whether I'm in 5.
No, well, you shouldn't be.
Well,
that's all right. That's fine.
It is.
Yep.
But it doesn't have to be.
No.
If you didn't intend to.
No.
No.
It's fine.
Okay. I'll. So my 2s go to 3s.
Yep.
Thoughts.
Excellent.
And then I'll reverse away.
Yep.
Do you reverse at half?
No, you'll lose a d6 from memory.
Okay, to do that reverse, I'll lose a d6. So I'll lose 1 inch. So chuck him a bit further.
So just for those playing along at home, when a vehicle reverses, it goes backwards at its normal rate and loses a d6 with a minimum move of 1 inch.
Okay. The guy behind is just going to lay down some cover fire. He's just going to attempt to kill them twice.
Yep.
It's a very orderly withdrawal.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 2 spot rolls. I spot you twice because you've been firing at me.
And you're recon.
And I'm recon. And now the range is 20 to 30. So
Probably
I'll
be 6s, I reckon.
No, it's always 5s. It's the max.
Okay.
Because I didn't move.
Yep.
So.
Oh, it's true.
The first lot need 5s. Oh, roll 2 6s.
Okay, 2 saves. Save 1, fail 1.
Yep. So.
Okay, morale test. 3.
Oh. What rating are you?
Well, I want to say they're veterans.
If they're veteran, they're fine. Otherwise, they'll pin.
I think they're probably pinned. Roll your next set of dice.
Okay. Next lot of dice. I failed to get any hits.
Excellent. No, they're regulars, so they're pinned.
They're regulars, so they're pinned. Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
And one of them cops a bullet.
Yep. At 50%
Okay,
too.
that is the British turn.
All right, Jimmy turn. Okay, here's the dice. Oh, I didn't have anything.
You had this dude pinned?
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
It's react, and I've got nothing. I've got 3.
Oh, yeah, you already used them except for your guns. Which...
Okay, so I've got 6 orders, just for fun. Okay, so my guy here is going to attempt to spot and drop a artillery round from the mortars. You got one? Right about there.
Okay, this should be exciting. Hopefully it goes this way.
Okay, radio contact. No. So, okay.
That's that.
That saves me 2 orders, which I don't really need.
Can't remember. I haven't played in so long.
Hey, roll for
Are you
communication
sure
first.
there isn't a plus for on-table mortars?
Positive.
I thought I read that there was a plus for on-table mortars. But...
Okay, I've just pushed my pack 36 down the road.
There might have been that other. Okay. Now, Mark, you're in a bit of a dire situation here.
I am.
You could attempt to pull one of these markers and draw a chit.
All right. So, desperate times are calling for desperate measures here. I'm going to pull a tactical reorg. Right, so I'm going to pull a chit.
Yep. You're going to attempt to get this squad going.
Yeah, exactly right.
Because he wants to exact some blood on me.
Oops. Okay, there's my force morale. And so I'm taking it down to that. And then, these guys in the woods here are going to move. They're 5 inches.
So you have to do a test first, Mike.
I do too. I can this.
Don't fail it.
Nope.
Okay, so they passed. So they're ready to go. So you're going to attempt
to close assault
my dingo.
Right, I'm going to roll again. I'm sure I roll a 1 here.
Yep, so this is for your anti-tank grenades.
There it is.
No!
So that's a D3, guys, die. 2. Right, so 2 guys die. And then they've got to make a morale test as well. 3, and they pin. So let's just say that training maybe is not complete in the anti-tank mines. Or anti-tank grenades.
No.
Okay, so end of my turn, I'm going to pull a chit. Because I have half my force pinned. Right, and I'm getting that many points of force morale.
How long has it been broken for?
No, it's on delay. And I'm getting this many units back. 2.
So I assume these
no,
two?
I got the guys up front, those ones. And these ones. Yep.
So, Mike, this is just the first of 3 scenarios.
Yes.
And it's meant to just be like a quick bash. Like an in and out sort of thing. And I think it's come to the point where I'm just
going to try and get off the table.
I'm going to try and get off the table.
Go for it.
So my reconnaissance has kind of blundered and done some of its job. So now
roll to see how many orders you get.
Yep. So
1.
They're going to attempt to. Oops. I just threw the dice halfway across the room.
6.
I seem to just be gifted at rolling orders.
Don't worry about it. We'll catch it later.
But essentially what that means is these guys are just going to... This guy's going to spend like 4 inches of his move to turn around. And then...
Go 12.
Well, he'll go 8 and then another 12. So he'll go 20 all up. Just scooch around the...
Other guy's going to go close to him.
And yeah, the other guy's just essentially going to be behind him.
Yep.
And these guys will probably do the same.
Let's go. You got 20 inches in essence from where you started.
Yeah. And he'll do the same. He'll try and get out of dodge. So he'll lose about 4 inches, I'll say. Turning around. And then he'll zoom.
I'm feeling Monty Python quotes coming on about you know.
Okay, so essentially, you can have a last slap at me if you
Yes,
like.
I could try and hit you with mortars.
You could try him with mortars. You could try pin this vehicle with these guys. Because there's open top, you can do it at 20. Is that right?
Yeah.
Um.
Let's see how many. Okay, I have 2 orders.
So you can
Plus,
do.
I have 3.
You have 3. So you
Okay.
can fire the mortars and shoot.
So let's try and pin that tank just for that thing. No.
You got 2 shots.
Oh, true. Oh, 5. What's the range?
10 to 20
10 to 20.
on the open top.
Yeah, it's a 6.
It's a 6, so nothing. Okay.
Right, let's try and range some mortars in on that guy. So, radio contact. No.
Okay, so it kind of fizzles out for the Germans. They weren't quite prepared
No,
for what happened. The Brits came in, shot you up a bit, and we left, and we burned one of our own tanks.
Yeah, well done. All right, well, stand by for the take 2 on this scenario.
Well, yeah, the second part.
Yep.
Okay, after action. After action,
yeah.
Mark's just coughing up a lung.
Yes, I don't know that you can call it after action report. It's more like the after whimper report from
Yeah.
the Germans.
Yeah, the Germans just didn't perform. They didn't manage to do anything really.
No.
The British did more damage to themselves than the Germans did.
Well, I think it might be your own goal in both cases because
Yeah.
I lost 4 guys all to
Yeah.
failed fuses on anti-tank mines.
True. Yep. You did have a few points of the Call of Valor where you were like,
Yeah,
I'm going to do something! And then nothing happened, which was a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But again, this is the first of 3 scenarios. This is just meant to be kind of like the kickoff to the actual fighting. We'll get into more meaty engagements in the next scenario, I think.
And I think, as we were just discussing before we started recording, it's probably a minor British victory rather than a major one because the Recon elements have come up and have spotted the bad guys and then have run away rather than pushing on and clearing the road and that sort of stuff, which might have been more interesting again. Might have taken a bit longer probably for no more effect. For me, I think I set my pack 36 too far back. I had that one shot where I was like, "There's actually a line of sight out there, but I'm 15 inches too short." So it's all that thing of it looks like it could be threatening, right? But when you actually roll the dice, I'm probably missed 2 times and it'd be game over.
It would have had to. It was subject to the same rules as all the other things, so chances are you would have rolled a dice and maybe been able to shoot a shot.
Yeah.
Unless you roll a 6, then you would have been able to fire everything. But I did think about pushing for the major victory. I would have had to get 3 vehicles off your deployment there. But when the A9 went kapoof, I was like, oh well, I don't think I have. I don't want to risk.
Yes.
The dingoes. They're just paper, really. And I actually got out of jail free a few times.
Yes, for sure.
And I knew if I pushed into that area there, that I would lose several dingoes probably.
Yeah, the crossroads area was going to be a bottleneck for sure.
Because you would have been able to turn your pack down the road.
Yeah.
And potentially nail me in the back. And you had your command squad there. They could have attempted to attack me as I went past. So that's why I chose that way. But
this is the first scenario. We'll see what happens in the second one.
Yes. Okay.
So